to the HM Lines Report, and like your next door neighbor, we just won't go away. I'm Jack Toljan, and let's see what we have on today's docket. We start off with boys basketball, going down to the wire against the Riverdale Falcons. Find out who won in this nail-biting finish. Next, we ski down the slopes with one of our own junior Olympians. Literally, you'll see what we need. In addition, we check out the girls basketball team engaged in an academic slugfest against the Trinity Tigers. And lastly, we watch the Horace Mann indoor track team kick some asphalt. So hey, buckle up because that's all coming your way right about now.
We've got Lions, we've got Falcons, and it's HM basketball taking on Riverdale. Implications on the line. This is Bernie Rollins skiing through the defense, and that's a thing of beauty. Meanwhile, this is Thomas Schnepp. You'd think he'd be fat because they just kept on feeding him. Bank is open, he deposits two, and Horace Mann off to a fantastic start. But Riverdale not to be outdone. They get the first chance floater, doesn't go, but no sweat. They get the second chance and the foul. So hoop and horn there, and let's go to the second half. This game swinging back and forth. Ben Fox right here with Horace Mann in the lead off the pick-up high, absolutely toying with this Falcon defense, finding Ledden down low and Horace Mann up for the moment. But now it's 43 apiece, and it's Riverdale playing hot potato, finishing it off with the baseline J. They go up by 2 points, but now it's Kosta Bajevic. Waiter, my tray! Horace Mann goes up by a point with the pocket rocket. But get your popcorn out because, folks, this game is coming down to the wire. Now it's tied up 46 apiece, and that's Riverdale off the fast break, going up 48-46. Now it's 50-46, but it's Bernie Rollins cutting that lead in half right here. So 50-48, and Horace Mann looking to tie it. That's Layden to Ben Fox to Bernie Rollins. This game's going to be 50 apiece, but no, Rollins can't connect, neither can Schnepp. And Riverdale continues to hold that 2-point lead. And now one last thing for Riverdale. Off the pick and roll, they finish off business, going on to win 54-48. How about some Mother Nature? From the snow-capped peaks of Tuxedo Ridge, it's the Horace Mann skiing team, and the stars were out. That's Paige Burris doing a leap of faith of sorts. Lauren Cantor, always eager to say hi to the camera, and of course Ben Shelley. Now let's start off with the girls skiing team. They finished this year with a record of 6-1. That's little sis Erica Cantor, big sis Lauren Cantor, senior Emma Schwartz, and sophomores Andy Fialkoff and Allie Davis. Allie here finishing with a solid time of 3.356. But one of the cooler things we've had on the Lions Report to date, for this wrinkle, we got a camera mounted on top of the helmet of junior Olympian Francis Cronenberg. Take a look. You can see that's a shot of her coming down on your right and a shot of her on your left from her own camera. Shocker, shocker, she absolutely scorched the competition and finished with an unbelievable time of 27.06. Now for the boys skiing team, this is Dan Hennick coming down. Take a look at his goggles, by the way. Would not want to mess with a guy in those. And this is Sam Minter, with absolutely no regard for the general welfare of that pull. And now it's time for the wipeout alert. First victim on our list, Lizzie Noble. Welcome aboard. Lauren Cantor actually did the live commentary. Listen in. You can see she was able to regather herself, but unfortunately for Alex Kogut, he did not share the same luck.
Oh, Jesus. I got his wipeout on camera.
It's nice to see he winds up finishing the race and getting back on his feet. He helped Horace Mann finish a solid 4-3 season. All right, let's head back inside now. Horace Mann girls basketball taking on Trinity. Closing ticks of the first quarter. Sorry, Jenny Reese. The whistle's silent. And that's Trinity squeezing in two as the quarter comes to a close. So Jenny Reese taking out that frustration. The key word, productively. For three. Yes, ma'am, she finished with 10 points and 5 assists. But now it's Trinity on offense. Nice passing, threading that needle. They put in 2. This game's swaying back and forth. But Horace Mann's Rachel Lander, you can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her. And she took over in the second half. Now Caitlin Puglia. Rise and fire. Count it. And it's more work for Rachel Lander now. She finished with 16 points and 14 rebounds on the day. Another double-double to that resume. And Trinity, pop it, lock it, and drop it. They made a serious comeback, but was it enough? That's a negatory. Horace Mann held on for the win. Nice passing here. Rachel Lander finding Puglia, who finds Reese, and backdoor penetration by who else but Rachel Lander. Horace Mann wins big, 49-38. Last but not least, it's the Horace Mann indoor track team from the splendor of the Fort Washington Armory in Harlem. Did you know what you're looking at was actually once a homeless shelter and is now one of the nicest collegiate track facilities on the East Coast? And now for the real sports. This is Preston Lee doing shot put. Nice throw, but after that he's caught red-handed doing that which really needs no description. Okay then. Anyways, we now turn our attention to David Castellanos. The big fella not only tied his personal best, but he completed his great day by being the only person from Horace Mann to qualify into the next round. Unfortunately, the sprinters did not share the same luck. That's Bertrand Shaw closest to us. He finished in last place, and this time I'm not sure he can blame any middle schoolers. Now, all the way on your left is Catherine Robinson. She finished just out of qualifying for the next round, as did the sophomore Sophie Perlstein on your right. The long-distance runners, though, did have some more success. That's Najat Ajar, you can see. Melanie Tonenberg passing by one of her opponents. Ryan Chen for the boys, followed by his teammate Matt Kim. And lastly, we go back to shot put, where it's Lena Seegers, who's known to be arguably the best shot putter in all of the Ivy League. Overall, for Horace Mann indoor track, it was a solid day, especially given the fierce competition of over 100 schools.
Here at the Lions Report, we genuinely care about being the best that we possibly can. So what that means is not only are we open to constructive criticism, but we implore people to give us some feedback. So whether that means stopping us in the hallways, sending us an email or an inbox on Facebook, or getting downright graphic about it, I don't really care. Content over form, we want to hear what people have to say. And if you have any catchphrases you want to hear in the next episode, that's fine. We'll incorporate it. Just let us know. And of course, if you're interested in getting involved in the Lions Report in any way whatsoever, don't hesitate to contact me. I promise I don't bite. And on that note, thanks for tuning into this episode of the HM Lions Report. Until next time.
Alex, go got.
I got his wipe out on camera.